Does passion fade with age, or does it just change into something deeper and more important for many older men? It's no longer just about physical desire, it's a deep expression of love, trust, and emotional connection. But there's a hugely important part of intimacy that is rarely talked about: oral intimacy. Is it just another form of affection, or does it have hidden benefits that affect not only relationships but also physical and mental health? Could this intimate act actually make you live longer? This intimate act can affect mood and mental bonds in ways that most people don't consider. This video goes into excellent detail about the mental and medical effects of oral intimacy on an older man. We'll look at white, heavy tick mark. The health benefits of keeping a close relationship as you age are backed by science. What hormones like oxytocin and endorphins do to help lower stress, make connections stronger, and improve health in general. The mental effects of closeness and its continued importance for self-esteem, confidence, and emotional health are also highlighted. Safety. In later years, a big white tick mark. This article discusses how to find a good balance in your relationship and what can go wrong if you spend too much or too little time together. This video provides a comprehensive overview of medical concerns and hygiene tips to ensure your safety and comfort while enjoying this aspect of your personal life. By the end of this video, you'll have a better idea of how intimacy can be a powerful tool for longevity, happiness, and relationship fulfillment. Whether you're in a long-term relationship or navigating intimacy later in life, this discussion will help you. Enjoy your private moments and make them better. Keep watching until the end. You won't want to miss the important tips that could change how you approach intimacy in your later years. Let's get started. If you haven't already, click the subscribe button and set your alarm. Sign up for our newsletter to get the latest news and videos. I'd love to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you like it, please leave a comment, and if you don't, please leave a 0. Your feedback is essential to me because it helps me make better videos that fit your interests. Let's begin. Al Love lived an older man's life. A thorough examination of its medical and emotional significance is necessary. As men get older, their approach to intimacy often changes, going from being purely physical in their youth to being more emotionally and mentally satisfying for many older men. Oral intimacy isn't just a passionate act, it's also a highly meaningful way to show love, trust, and vulnerability. It's a way for people to stay connected with their partner and a silent but powerful reminder that getting older doesn't mean less desire or less need for closeness and affection. The science behind the physical and emotional benefits of oral intimacy from a medical point of view. Having a busy, intimate life that includes oral intimacy has been linked to a lot of health benefits. Researchers have long been interested in the interesting link between closeness and general health, with many studies showing that it can help lower stress, heart health, and even mental health. Clarity. When a guy does sexual acts, his body sends out a cascade of hormones. Endorphins and oxytocin stand out as the most important ones. Oxytocin, which is sometimes called the love hormone or bonding chemical, is a crucial chemical for building trust, emotional safety, and deeper affection between partners. It also makes you feel calm, strengthens attachments, and gives you a sense of emotional safety. This is especially important for older men who may be struggling with feelings of loneliness, self-doubt, or the fear of fading away. In long-term relationships, intimacy increases endorphins, which are the body's natural painkillers and stress relievers. These chemicals work to fight anxiety, lower cortisol levels, and even improve mood, making older men feel happier and healthier overall. Additionally, research has shown that men who maintain healthy levels of intimacy well into old age tend to have lower rates of sadness, better sleep quality, and a much stronger immune system than men who stop doing intimate activities. This may be even more interesting. Researchers have found that regular sexual exercise, including oral intimacy, is beneficial for heart health because it helps keep blood pressure in check. Because older guys are more likely to get heart disease, this could improve circulation and even lower the risk of getting it. Having a close relationship may be crucial for your heart health and general health in the long run. Life force. Finding the right amount of closeness when it gets too much or too little is very important because it is very good for your body and your emotions. Its effects rely on how often it happens, how the person is feeling, and their overall health. Some experts warn that too much of any kind of closeness, whether it's because of insecurity, performance pressure, or a desire to relive lost youth, can have unintended effects. If an older man uses intimacy as a way to prove his masculinity or self-worth, he may get stuck in a cycle of emotional dependence, frustration, or even anger if their partner doesn't reciprocate their feelings. This is especially true if their partner doesn't feel the same way about them. When intimacy goes from being an act of love and connection between two people to an expectation or demand, it can cause tension in the relationship and make one person feel rejected or inadequate. The first comment below lets me know that you are still watching this video with me. If you find these lessons helpful, please let me know. However, for some older men, staying away from intimacy completely can be just as bad, especially if they have had health problems like erection problems, chronic sickness, or trouble moving around. May start to pull away from their partner because they think if someone feels like they can't do their part in a close friendship anymore, this can lead to emotional isolation, feelings of not being good enough, and even depression can come from the false belief that intimacy and getting older can't go together. The key is to find a balance that takes into account the body's changing needs while still maintaining emotional and physical closeness in a way that feels natural and satisfying. The psychological significance of oral intimacy for older men is noteworthy. For many men, intimacy is more than just a physical act. It's a deep emotional experience that reaffirms their connection, desirability, and place in a relationship. This is especially true in long-term partnerships where familiarity can sometimes overshadow passion. Engaging in oral intimacy can reignite the spark that years of routine and responsibilities may have dulled, reminding both partners that attraction and affection are not limited by age. Many older men find immense comfort in knowing that they are still wanted, still capable of pleasure, and still able to provide pleasure in return. Oral intimacy is also a way for older couples to show love, appreciation, and tenderness without using words. This is especially important for men who have spent most of their lives showing affection through actions instead of words. However, it's crucial to maintain a delicate balance when intimacy, whether verbal or non-verbal, turns into a one-sided, transactional, or duty-driven relationship. This can lead to resentment that makes both partners emotionally withdraw. To build a good relationship, you should always talk to each other. Both sides were excited about the happiness of being close, not about feeling guilty or having standards not met. Medical things to think about: how important safe habits and excellent oral health are. It's important for older guys to think about more than just their mental and emotional health when they're having oral intimacy. As the body ages, some health problems become more noticeable. Safety and cleanliness are more important than ever, but mouth health is one of the things that people often forget about. Many older men have problems with their gums, teeth, and immune systems, making them more likely to get oral infections if they don't take care of their oral hygiene. These problems can be painful and may also be dangerous for both partners. For those who aren't in monogamous relationships, there is a higher chance of getting sexually transmitted infections, STIs, which can be more severe in older adults. STIs like herpes, human papillomavirus, HPV, and even syphilis can be spread through oral intimacy. Regular checkups can help prevent these problems. Giving your teeth the care they need and being honest with your doctor can help lower these risks. The bigger picture of how intimacy affects quality of life. Being intimate, especially as you get older, is about a lot more than just the act itself. It's about friendship, safety, and the joy of being close to someone in a way that words can't fully describe. Several studies have shown that guys over 60 who have an active personal life live longer. They also have a lower risk of developing dementia and generally have better mental strength. Intimacy promotes a sense of belonging, purpose, and happiness, all of which are important for longevity and well-being. However, to embrace and adapt to intimacy later in life, you need to have an open mind, be willing to communicate, and know that love, passion, and connection change over time. Real fulfillment doesn't come from meeting society's expectations of virility, but from experiencing deep, meaningful, and mutually satisfying moments of closeness. Let's conclude by redefining intimacy as we age. Getting older doesn't mean the end of intimacy. Instead, it means the chance to deepen it in ways that are more profound, emotionally rich, and satisfying than ever before. If you approach it with care, patience, and a genuine desire to connect, oral intimacy can remain a source of comfort, pleasure, and profound emotional fulfillment well into the later stages of life. In the end, the key to a healthy and rewarding intimate life in older age lies in understanding your body and respecting its changes. Having honest conversations with your partner and letting intimacy happen naturally can be very satisfying and healing for your emotions. After all, real intimacy isn't about performance or being perfect. It's about connection, closeness, and the lasting beauty of human touch and affection. Keeping a healthy and fulfilling intimate life is important for older men as we go through the journey of aging. Remember that intimacy isn't just about passion, it's about connection, well-being, and overall quality of life. Being close through speech, like any other kind of closeness, takes thoughtful communication and a dedication to health. There are a lot of things that affect how oral intimacy fits into an older man's life, such as his physical energy levels, natural changes in his desire for comfort, his work ethic, and their mutual preferences in a relationship. Something that was easy for them when they were younger may need to be approached with more care now, not as a limitation, but as a chance to deepen their emotional and physical connection in a way that fits their changing needs. If you are still watching this video and finding the lessons helpful, please let me know in the second comment below that you are still watching it with me. This video is for older guys who often do oral intimacy. My simple but important advice as a doctor and sexologist is to put your overall health first. And this is what makes intimacy not only enjoyable but also safe and long-lasting. Feed your body a balanced diet full of nutrients that support energy, circulation, and joint health. Foods high in omega-3 fatty acids, antioxidants, and lean proteins can boost overall vitality, while staying away from too many processed foods and sugar can help keep your energy up and reduce inflammation. Regular physical exercise is very important for keeping your flexibility, endurance, and overall health in good shape. Simple activities like yoga, stretching, swimming, or even fast walking can help the blood flow. Lessen stiffness and improve mobility, making intimate activities more pleasurable and comfy. Maintain excellent oral hygiene. People often overlook this crucial aspect of long-term intimate health. As we get older, our chances of getting gum disease, tooth sensitivity, and infections rise. Bad oral health can cause pain or even infections that affect both partners. Staying hydrated, brushing, flossing, and getting regular dental checkups can go a long way towards ensuring a healthy and confident intimate life. Regular medical checkups are crucial to monitor any underlying conditions that may impact your energy levels, muscle function, or overall well-being. Problems like diabetes, heart disease, or hormonal imbalances can affect intimacy, and addressing them early on makes sure that you can continue to enjoy a fulfilling personal life beyond your physical health. It is essential to talk to your partner openly. In long-term partnerships, one of the biggest problems is assuming that both partners feel the same way about intimacy. But over time, partners may change their wants and needs. Being close means being honest about what makes you happy, what has changed, and how you can adapt together. This will keep your relationship strong instead of tense or confusing. Now I'd like to take a moment to answer some of the most common questions I get in my work. These are questions that you may be wondering as well. Can men over 60 experience physical problems due to frequent oral intimacy? People often ask this question, and the answer is typically both comfortable and useful. Oral intimacy shouldn't cause major health problems, but as with any physical activity, it's important to be aware of the normal changes that come with getting older and make changes to fit those changes. One of the main worries is the development of musculoskeletal conditions that can affect oral intimacy, comfort during intimacy. As men get older, they often have problems with their jaws, joints, and arthritis, which can make it harder to do long or repetitive actions. The TMJ, temporomandibular joint, which controls jaw movement, can become more sensitive over time. If you strain it over and over again without taking breaks, it can make conditions like TMJ disorder worse or even cause stress headaches. In addition, dental wear and gum sensitivity get worse with age if a man has loose teeth, lips that are receding, or has had dental work done in the past, like implants or dentures. Bad technique or long-term pressure can cause pain or irritation. Keep these basic things in mind. Taking breaks and getting regular dental care can help keep problems from happening. Another thing to think about is your posture and body positioning during these activities. As we get older, staying in the same positions for long amounts of time can cause neck pain, stiff shoulders, or even lower back pain. This is especially important for guys who already have back problems, osteoarthritis, or trouble with blood flow. You can make a big difference in your comfort and sustainability by trying out different positions, using supportive pillows, and taking breaks to think about what you're doing. If I feel pain or soreness during oral intimacy, what should I do? If you have pain in your jaw, stiffness in your neck, or general tiredness during sexual activities, don't ignore these signs. Your body might be telling you that it needs more rest or even medical help. Changing methods and speed are some practical steps that can be taken to ease stress on the jaw and muscles. Taking short breaks during intimacy to keep from getting worn out and tense, using warm packs or light jaw exercises before and after intimacy to loosen up the muscles. If the pain doesn't go away, you should see a dentist or doctor because it could be caused by a condition like TMJ disorder, arthritis, or nerve compression that needs professional treatment. If you have generalized muscle fatigue or chronic pain, you might also want to know if a condition like sleep apnea, fibromyalgia, or circulation problems is to blame. Regular medical checkups can help rule out any underlying conditions that could be causing the pain or discomfort. Last thoughts: getting joy, comfort, and emotional satisfaction from intimacy later in life, even though some parts of it. The wonderful thing about getting older is that intimacy can become more emotionally rich, meaningful, and deeply satisfying. Many older men find that as the pressures of youth, like performance anxiety, societal expectations, or self-doubt, start to fade, intimacy becomes a more real, loving, and pleasurable experience. To keep a personal life that lasts, you need to pay attention to your body and change as needed. You should also be open to how your relationship changes over time while putting your health first. If you and your partner talk about what you need and make changes as needed, oral intimacy will stay a fun and bonding experience instead of a source of pain or stress. Ultimately, intimacy is about connection, pleasure, and the shared joy of being close to someone you love, not about proving anything. If you approach it with care, awareness, and a sense of playfulness, it can remain a source of happiness, confidence, and deep emotional fulfillment well into your later years. So as you continue on this path, accept the changes that will happen. Enjoy your health and remember that intimacy in all its forms is a gift that lasts a lifetime, not just a short time in your youth. How does oral intimacy affect long-term relationships? Long-term relationships depend on strong emotional bonds, regular communication, and a growing sense of closeness as the years go by. During this time, both partners' physical desires may change, levels of comfort, and mental needs. However, a long-lasting relationship necessitates emotional and physical closeness. Oral intimacy, when approached with mutual understanding, enthusiasm, and care, can become a powerful and affirming way to stay close for many couples, especially those who have been together for decades. This type of intimacy goes beyond physical pleasure. It becomes an expression of devotion and a reaffirmation of the relationship. As long as both partners are happy with it, love is a way to stay connected even as the body changes with age. When people do this, it creates a special kind of closeness that makes them feel safe and strengthens their relationship. But like any other intimate activity, it should never become a duty, an expectation, or a source of stress. When intimacy starts to feel like a chore instead of a choice, it's time to stop doing it. If one partner does this out of duty instead of real enjoyment, resentment can just start to build up, leading to emotional distance and misunderstandings that can strain the relationship over time. Anger, unspoken disappointment, or even guilt can emerge, undermining the very bond that intimacy aims to fortify. That's why partners must communicate openly, honestly, and compassionately, talking about their wants and needs and how their limits are changing. It's okay to talk about comfort levels and standards without feeling embarrassed, scared, or hesitant. Over time, some couples find that their level of comfort with oral intimacy changes. What was once a fun part of their relationship may now have a deeper emotional meaning. Some people may choose to find ways to connect that are more in line with their physical and mental selves. If you are still watching this movie and think these lessons are helpful, please let me know in the third comment below. It's important to keep in mind that there is no one meaning for what makes intimacy satisfying. Each couple is unique, and their way of getting close should be unique, changing over time and not based on comparisons. For some people, oral intimacy is still a tender act that strengthens their relationship, while for others, other forms of physical affection like cuddling, massage, or words of love become just as meaningful, if not more so. Finding a balance that works for both partners is important. When both feel heard, respected, and connected, intimacy through oral intimacy or other forms of affectionate touch remains a source of joy, comfort, and emotional nourishment well into later life. Are there specific emotional benefits of oral intimacy for older men? When experienced in an atmosphere of mutual respect, love, and excitement, oral contact has a lot of emotional benefits. Many of these benefits are particularly significant for older men. One of the most powerful benefits of this practice is that it releases oxytocin, a hormone that builds trust and emotional safety. It is also known as the love hormone or cuddle chemical. In addition to its hormonal effects, oxytocin promotes happiness, emotional closeness, and deeper affection between partners. This is especially helpful for older men because it helps them fight loneliness, reduce stress, and feel like they belong. All of these things are good for their overall emotional health. As men get older, Oral intimacy can also help them feel good about their ability to show love and give pleasure, which can have a big positive effect on their self-esteem. Society often sends people vague or not so subtle messages that they are less desirable or less able to be close to someone. Some men may start to doubt their worth in a romantic or close relationship because of these old and false stories. This can lead to feelings of insecurity or detachment. But having a fulfilling close relationship with moments of closeness, passion, and mutual pleasure can be a powerful way to fight these doubts. It helps guys remember that their age doesn't affect their ability to love, connect, or feel deep emotional satisfaction. Feeling wanted, valued, and emotionally involved in a close relationship can give you a new sense of self-worth and purpose, which supports the idea that love and affection don't expire. Also, men who have a busy, intimate life, whether it's through touch, romantic gestures, or sexual expression, say they feel healthier, more energized, and more emotionally stable. Studies have shown that regular intimacy in later life can lower anxiety, improve sleep, and even improve cognitive function. It gives men a sense of connection, excitement, and emotional grounding that helps them deal with the natural changes that come with getting older. As a final thought, embracing sexuality as a natural and meaningful part of getting older is important. Misconceptions, societal taboos, and a general lack of open conversation often overshadow discussions about intimacy and older adulthood. But in reality, sexuality doesn't fade with age. It changes, and when approached with wisdom, self-awareness, and a deep respect for one's body and emotional needs, it can become an even richer, more meaningful, and deeply fulfilling experience. At this point in time, sexuality isn't about meeting outside expectations or holding on to youthful ideas of performance or passion. Instead, it's about embracing the beauty of mature intimacy, which is defined by tenderness, deep emotional connection, and the pure joy of being close to someone who really matters. Now is the time to enjoy the emotional depth that years of shared experiences have built up. It's time to see intimacy not as a duty, but as a choice that brings joy, comfort, and a renewed sense of connection, whether it's through words, touch, or just being close in the heart. Every act of love is still important, powerful, and deeply human. Take a moment to think about what sexuality means to you at this point in your life. How can you take care of your physical and mental intimacy in a way that meets your needs? It honors your partner's wants and needs and brings real happiness. Explore these questions not only today, but throughout the journey of aging. If this topic has touched you, I encourage you to keep learning about how to embrace and celebrate the beauty of later life into intimacy. Our conversations about sexuality and aging should be open, empowering, and free of shame. And that's exactly what we try to do here at Wise Aging, Sexuality and Health B. If you learnt anything from this discussion, please subscribe to our channel for more videos about intimacy and well-being as you age. Join the conversation, share your thoughts, and let's keep talking about how to live a full and joyful life at any age. As we come to the end of this discussion, take a moment to think about what you've learnt today. Has this video changed the way you see things? Did you learn anything new about the emotional, mental, or physical benefits of staying close to your partner as you got older? We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below with one important thing you learnt from this video that you will use in your life. Remember that intimacy isn't just about physical closeness, it's also about connection, communication, and emotional fulfillment. Age doesn't change what you want or how much you need contact. If you approach intimacy with an open mind and heart, it can still bring you comfort, joy, and energy as you get older. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. With your help, we can keep making content that educates and inspires 80s. Make sure you don't miss any future movies on relationships and health as you age by clicking the bell icon. We appreciate your interest and look forward to seeing you in our next film. Stay healthy, stay in touch, and keep enjoying every part of life.